Welcome to Sly Media Sports / Hip Hop. This is gonna be my week in review in sports. You know I had to talk about everything that's going on in sports right now. So, first topic I want to talk about the NFL season. Wow, another good NFL season. 3 overtime games, especially the game that happened on Monday night between the Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Titans pulled it off, beat the Buffalo Bills. Man, that man Derrick Henry, he's up for MVP again. I don't know how long he can sustain this credibility as a good running back, but he's definitely a top running back in the league right now, for sure. Like, definitely. He's definitely nominated for MVP. He's having a good season again. The quarterback, oh my goodness, Ryan Tannehill doing his thing again. Like I said, since he's been in Tennessee, his career has really rejuvenated. He's been doing his thing. Julio, A.J. Brown, both of them doing good. Like I said, Tennessee is the scariest team right now in the AFC, for sure. They're definitely going to win the division because Jacksonville ain't doing nothing. Houston ain't doing nothing. The Colts, they're very inconsistent. You don't know the health of Carson Wentz. A lot of receivers just got hurt as well. So we do not know pretty much like what's going to happen with the Colts. So I say Titans for sure definitely going to win the AFC South. And they're showing they're clicking back on things. And A.J. Brown had that full points. He's come back. He's good. He's definitely doing well right now in the season. So that was a big win. I also got to talk about my Vikings and Cardinals both win. My Cardinals still undefeated. Beat up on the Cleveland Browns. The Browns really are struggling with Baker Mayfield being unhealthy with the shoulder injury. And also Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb both are going to be out. And definitely going to be out on Thursday's game against the Broncos. Boy, the Browns they was going to be the team to beat. Now it's looking like, man, I don't know who's going to come out of the division. Like Baltimore's running away that division, the AFC North. With Baltimore beating up on the San Diego Chargers, a team that looked so good just last week. Now it's like the Ravens took them down back to like they 500 level. But yeah, like wow. So like I said, my Vikings and Cardinals both won. My Vikings won a thriller in overtime, beating Carolina Panthers. Like I said, regardless of what people say about Kirk Cousins, man, he may not be like a top tier quarterback or something or anything like that in this league, my boy Kirk Cousins, but he gets the job done. He wins games. As long as Dalvin Cook's running that football, doing his thing, Kirk Cousins gonna throw that football and definitely get it to whoever he needs to. The game-winning touchdown to KJ Osborne, who's another receiver that came out of nowhere, slipped through the cracks. I like receivers like that, guys that come out of nowhere, step up, and do big. And that's exactly what KJ Osborne is doing. But back to what I was saying about the Cleveland Browns, I'm really messed up and not having a good season this year. Then the whole thing with Odell Beckham. I believe the Browns will make the playoffs. They don't do the same thing they did last year. A lot of trade rumors between Odell Beckham's gonna come up. The team's gonna look at Baker Mayfield because remember, the management didn't draft him, so Baker Mayfield might be on the hot seat as well. So I feel like they might be looking for shopping for another quarterback. Who knows? But if Baker Mayfield doesn't do good, so. And then like I said, they might be trying for Odell Beckham. Like I remember funny Stephen A. Smith said, you put Odell on Green Bay's in the Super Bowl. And that might be true. That truly might be true. So I can't I don't know, but like I said, I hope the Browns push through just because I like Jarvis Landry. I like Myles Garrett. I like Nick Chubb. Hope he has a speedy recovery, but the Browns are really struggling. But my Cardinals, boy, we winning. And think about it, we did this. We ain't even got Zach Ertz yet. Wait till Zach Ertz come in. When Zach Ertz come, we definitely going to be doing big things. So, Zach Ertz ain't come yet. So, wow, like I said, Cardinals look good. They really, to me, the best team in football. I don't care what nobody say. And them Cowboys. How about them Cowboys, huh? I know everybody hates Cowboy fans, but Cowboy fans are definitely rejoicing. They beat the New England Patriots on the touchdown throw to one of my boys, CeeDee Lamb. I'm a big Oklahoma fan. If y'all ever watch any of my videos, I'm going to talk more about that. I'm a big Oklahoma fan. My favorite player, Adrian Peterson, he came from Oklahoma. I've been a fan of Oklahoma since then. CeeDee Lamb is another guy I like back at Oklahoma. So, to see him doing good in Dallas, definitely, Dak Prescott throws a touchdown pass to CeeDee Lamb to kill that game in overtime. So, CeeDee Lamb and the other receiver, they got Cedric Wilson, guys been stepping up as well and all. So, like I said, Gallup and Cooper ain't really been doing that. But really been Lamb and Cedric Wilson, other guys. So, like I said, Dallas Cowboys have a lot of weapons. Their defense look good. They finally got a good cornerback in Trayvon Diggs. Everybody's been saying, they need help in the secondary. That's one thing Cowboys always do. They always had the good linebackers and good pass rush, but never had a good secondary. They got it by drafting Trayvon Diggs. Somebody said they got a steal when they got him at Alabama in the draft last year. And it seems like they most certainly did because Trayvon Diggs is definitely doing his thing and stepping up. So, wow. So, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely at the Cowboys, a team we definitely got to look out for in the NFC. Because they're going to run with that division, NFCs. Redskins not doing anything. Giants are struggling. So, nobody's really a real threat in that division at all for the Cowboys, pretty much. I've got oh my goodness. Somebody help me out in the comment section. I forgot who's in the division. It's Giants, Washington, and of course Philly. I forgot. Philly maybe be sneaky good, but I don't know. It's not they're still struggling too. Very inconsistent. They really have a bunch of young receivers trying to figure out. They have a young secondary as well. The Eagles do. Their running back situation is definitely also as well as very questionable. And then they just traded Zach Ertz, so Eagles definitely they like they was gonna do something last year when you saw them, but I feel like the Eagles are pretty much rebuilding the process. So the Cowboys are gonna run with that division. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the NFC. I do believe my Cardinals will win the whole NFC conference and everything like that, but I think the NFC playoffs will go through Dallas and Arizona for sure. I remember I said this. The NFC will go through Arizona and Dallas. I think Tampa Bay is good, but Tampa Bay is struggling. A lot of their secondary is weak right now, even though they still won their game. But their secondary is very weak, so I feel like they'll be another. They're going to do the same they did last year. They'll just sneak in and do good. So you never can cut out Tom Brady, especially with a whole roster back, especially when all them cornerbacks come in, they get healthy. But yeah, for sure, the NFC will go through Dallas and Arizona, but for sure Arizona. So that's everything pretty much I was talking about with the NFC side. I feel like the NFC side things are going. No sneaky teams I see in NFC playoffs right now or anything. Everybody I expect to be good right now is good. I'm just talking about teams that are standing out doing their thing. Now to the AFC side of things. Kansas City hold off Washington, beat Washington. Like I said, you can't count the Chiefs. The only problem, like I said, with the Chiefs, they still don't have the other weapon to go with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. They need that other outside weapon. Because all you got to do is just double up, get on Tyreek Hill, put a body on him, because Tyreek Hill is really not a big guy. He's just quick and fast, so you can put a body on him, you can stop him. And Travis Kelce still put two people on him. And then Pat Mahomes, nobody throw the ball to, because the running game is very consistent. On the Chiefs defense side, the defense not good. They just got Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger over there. They really don't have nobody else to scale you on defense like that. And pretty much, Pat Mahomes has to find, guys like DeMarcus Robinson and Mecole Hardman, but those guys around stepping up. I know they got Josh Gordon as well, but I feel like Josh Gordon's a little past his prime right now. I just feel like, he's not really the same right now. So, they don't have another guy that can really step up. So, to me, it's just kind of hard to be like, can the Chiefs really do it or not? I don't know. Like I said, their division is so tough right now. San Diego still is a team to be reckoned with. Justin Herbert is really throwing that thing. That's still a team to be reckoned with. And the Las Vegas Raiders, they have not let up yet. How they handled Denver on Sunday, the Raiders, they not letting up. Especially if Josh Jacobs, the running game's good, and then Henry Ruggs, he's making plays now. Those receivers they got finally paying off. So, man, that division is tough. It's going to be hard, for Kansas City to really do anything. So, but I still think the Bills are a team to contend with. Like I say, lost against Tennessee, but the Bills seem like, to me, to still that team in the AFC you got to worry about. I don't know if they play against Baltimore this year. It's Buffalo and Baltimore are the teams I'm looking at okay, yeah, those teams you really got to worry about, Buffalo and Baltimore. Everybody else is feel like a little above level. Tennessee, like I said, I still don't know how they can do it. Can really Ryan Tannehill win a game throwing the football? Can he make that crucial play and win the game throwing the football? I don't know yet. It doesn't seem like he can. So maybe I'm wrong. And like I said, the AFC, the Bills got that. AFC North, I feel like the Ravens going to win. The Ravens look good. Think about if Rashad Bateman can get good for the Ravens. Can he really be that dude for the Ravens? For sure. You got to watch out for the Ravens. For sure. So Hollywood Brown already looks good, but if Rashad Bateman can get along and do well good for the team also, watch out for them. Definitely watch out for the Ravens. So, like I said, and also for NFC South, I got to talk about the Packers. The Packers still problem is they don't have another receiver to go with Adams. Let's have Adams, and like I said, once the playoff times hit, you got to have somebody step up. They signed Randall Cobb, but Randall Cobb's doing nothing. You got Alan Lazard. You still got MVS, but it's both of those guys aren't doing no stepping up. They're both actually in my fantasy leagues are free agents, most of them, because none of those guys have stepped up and done anything. So, so that's the only thing I have to say problem with the Packers. They're probably still win that division, but it's in the day, to win it all, you got to have another receiver, another guy that can step up. And they don't have that, it seems like. So, We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. But that's all my things on NFL. Now I'm going to talk about basketball. Ben Simmons had gotten into an argument with Doc Rivers, didn't want to participate in a defensive not assignment, but a defensive play, I guess, defensive practice thing they were doing. And he decides to walk out and say he won't do it anymore. Joel Embiid says, I'm not studying that guy. I'm not worried about him. To me, at this point, it's you might as well trade Ben Simmons. I've been saying this all along. Y'all seen in my other videos. Just trade Ben Simmons. at this point, it's like no reason to be there. It's like Antonio Brown's situation in football, or like the T.O. situation with them guys in football. It's like both of those situations seem like Ben Simmons started becoming that. I feel like the asking price that Philly's asking for too high for a first round draft pick and a couple more round picks for Ben Simmons. You might just have to go do a second round because nobody's gonna get a point guard that's not gonna be able to shoot. That's it. Because you have to change up your whole entire offense for him. You pretty much got to have shooters around him. So, in my opinion, it just like, I really don't think like you need to, they need to try to get like go high for him. Philly might need to just go ahead and just give him a little, small little piece or something like that just for him. Cause you got to get rid of him. It's just one of them things. You keep on hearing his name pop up. He doesn't want to be there. He just coming there. That's because he's tired of losing money. That's why he decided to show up and play. That's the only reason why he came to practice with Philadelphia 76ers. So to me, it's like at this point, just trade him, man. He got to go, man. Even before the trade deadline, you got to go. You got to get rid of Ben Simmons at this point. After hearing that and hearing his teammates and all that, it's just hard. I feel like it was a Julio thing with the Falcons. When Julio Jones said on live air he wanted to get traded when Shannon Sharp called him as well. Julio Jones had to leave Tennessee. He had to go. The Falcons had to drop their asking prices down to get him traded and all that. I had to remember that. Just reminds me of the same situation with Julio. He got to go. You know what I'm saying? Julio had to go for the Falcons. Of course, I'm from Atlanta. Like I always say, this my hometown, Atlanta, Georgia, and all that. But when Julio Jones said on live TV, and I felt like the Falcons, once they dropped the asking prices down to a second round draft pick, I'm like, yeah, you had to let him go. A lot of teams want him, and Tennessee got him. And like I said, you see it's working out very well for Tennessee. Atlanta's working out as well for them as well. You got Cal, really got a lot of them other receivers. Cordell Patterson's really career has been rejuvenated in Atlanta pretty much and all that. In New England, he did win that Super Bowl. He wasn't that much big of a factor in England. Then last year he played for Chicago, didn't really do that much. But now he's been in Atlanta. He's like kind of found his home. He's found his place in Atlanta, Cordell Patterson has. So, definitely worked out in both teams' favors. But with Philly, I feel like you got to drop it down as maybe for a second round draft pick, couple more, feature round picks or something like that for Ben Simmons because that's the only way you're gonna get rid of him because he got to go. A lot of teams would think. I know they said Minnesota might have been out there. Minnesota might can use him. Just a couple teams out there could use Ben Simmons. It is still teams out there could use him, but it's like Philly. Yeah, it's definitely doesn't need to be in Philly no more at all. So, and also talk about basketball season officially starts today. Actually, in a couple more hours, I believe. Also, let me see what time it is. In less than 30 minutes, basketball season officially will get started. It starts off with the Brooklyn Nets versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And of course, the Nets will be without Kyrie because the Kyrie situation. He does not want to get vaccinated, so he will not be playing at all. Might not play at all this season, so we don't know what that. But the Nets are still a team to reckon with. You got Kevin Durant and James Harden, two guys that definitely, are phenomenal when it comes to scoring the basketball. You cannot deny them at all when it comes to scoring the basketball with Kevin Durant and James Harden. They also picked up a couple other pieces. Paul Millsap, I forgot the other guy from San Antonio. Please help me. Somebody help me out. Got a guy from San Antonio they got as well. So, like I said, they got definitely a good squad still, Brooklyn does. And Blake Griffin has returned decided to come back as well, along with LaMarcus Aldridge is coming back as well. After he had that injury scare, he's decided to come back as well as play. So, Brooklyn is still a team to mess with. And they're going against the defending champs, Like people say, if Kevin Durant's foot wasn't so long or anything like that, man, that could have been Brooklyn that went to the NBA Finals. No, that wasn't Brooklyn going against my Hawks. Ain't no telling what would have happened. They were Brooklyn against my Hawks, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so the team, pretty much the team Milwaukee beat the kind of you might as well say get to the finals and all that because they kind of once Trae Young got hurt for us for the Hawks, it's kind of like Milwaukee was able to easy win. Giannis got hurt too, but he missed just that one game. But they still once Trae got hurt, I think that was it for us. But yeah, so they're going against the defending champs of Milwaukee Bucks with Drew Holiday, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot the other guy's name. Oh my goodness, please. Why is his name not coming? Chris Middleton. Yes, Chris Middleton, who was a big X factor in the Milwaukee Bucks winning the NBA Finals. He definitely was. He was a big X factor. He was that guy that needed to step up, and he most certainly did. He stepped up and helped the Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA Finals. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, he looks good. He even starting to develop him a little jump shot now. Giannis developing a jump shot. Oh my, he's dangerous. He's almost like LeBron James. Like if Giannis has a jump shot and Giannis can't hit free throws, he's almost unstoppable. So we're gonna see that definitely should be a fun matchup. Both of those teams, the Brooklyn Nets going against the defending champs, a team Both teams look like they will be in the thick of things when it comes to the NBA in the Eastern Conference for sure. For sure, could be a preview match of the Eastern Conference Finals this year. So definitely can't wait. Definitely can't wait to watch that game. I might check out a little bit of that game also. Then another matchup, you got the Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Wow, Golden State finally got Klay Thompson back. He's finally gonna be able to back after 2 years being out with injuries. Klay Thompson is coming back. Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, that whole game finna come back. Let's see what the Warriors can do this season. Let's see. I don't know the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors are a team that probably go to the finals right now or anything like that. But they're definitely a scary team in the playoffs for sure, for sure. So this might be a preview of a playoff matchup for sure between the Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Rajon Rondo, Trevor Reed to Dwight Howard. Pretty much a bunch of veterans, a bunch of big time veterans on this squad. People down the Lakers because Lakers struggling in the preseason, all this and that. People saying Russell Westbrook, he really is the X factor. I'm coming for Anthony Davis. Can't forget my boy Anthony Davis. But people saying Russell Westbrook, he's definitely the X factor. He's got to be the guy to be the glue. If he plays well and he does good, that's the best shot for the Lakers to win and go, and make it big and able to go to the main finals and win. Russell Westbrook is the key. And like I said, I'm a Westbrook fan, so I want to see him win. I want to see him do well. I always felt like what happened with KD leaving to go to Golden State, that really kind of messed him up and everything like that. But I room for Russell Westbrook. I want him to win a championship. That's why I'm saying this right here. If my Hawks don't win it, I want the LA Lakers to win it. I really do. Brooklyn, like I said, I do like James Harden as well. I like Brooklyn, but I just feel like, I want to see a guy like Russell Westbrook, somebody I've seen, his story, how hard he plays. I definitely got to watch his documentary as well. I'll do a review on that soon because I got to definitely check out his documentary. But Russell Westbrook, guy, he plays as hard. I play hard. Reminds me of one of my favorite players back here that I got, Allen Iverson. Russell Westbrook has that same hunger, that same energy, plays that well just like he does. So I definitely, want to see him win and win the championship. That's why my Lakers, if my Hawks don't win it, I want the Lakers for sure to definitely win a championship this year. LeBron get his 5th ring. Russell and Melo also as well. Russell and Melo. I mean, not Russell, but Melo and AI play on the same team in Denver, so I love that. I used to have both of their jerseys, Allen Iverson and Carmelo Anthony. So I definitely, for sure, I want to see Melo and Russell Westbrook, 2 guys that definitely been criticized about their game. I want to see them shut them haters up, shutting them critics up, and win a championship. So if the Hawks don't win, I keep on saying I want the Los Angeles Lakers to win a championship. So I'll be looking to and watching both of those I'll be looking to and be watching both of those games. So, like I always say, man, if you like anything about sports and hip hop, please tune to Slime Meter. Anything related to music, anybody, behind the music of rappers or behind the sports documentaries, anything about sports, please tune to Slime Meter Sports / Hip Hop. I'll do my reviews on all of them. So if you like that kind of content, sports and hip hop, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button, I should say. This is Slime Meter Sports / Hip Hop. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be blessed and be safe out there. What y'all doing? I'm out.